Hey guys, it's Destiny, and today we have a lot of exciting news. Some news regarding the Honkai Star Rail and Fate collab, also a new Honkai game being revealed, and much more. Before we get into today's video, let me know in the comments down below which game you guys have all been enjoying. And lastly, if you enjoy videos like these, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and now let's get straight into it. So here we are with the Fate collab news. I do have it pulled up right here to my right, and I am a little bit sick right now, so if I sound a little off, that's why, but I did want to make this video for you all. So as you guys can see, we have the Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail collaboration information preview. From July 11th, the special collaboration warp and the collaboration themed event will be available, and it mentions let's check them out. So here we have Saber to start off. Saber is going to be a wind destruction character of the 5-star rarity. Not too surprised that she is a 5-star, but it is pretty cool to see that she will be a wind destruction character. So we are getting another wind character to our roster. We have a decent amount of wind characters, I feel like right now, like an okay amount. We did just get an access, so that was pretty cool. But with Saber, we will be getting wind destruction. And also her being destruction, there's a lot of ways they could end up going with her kit in particular. Also, her splash art appears to have a couple of characters, I believe from Penacony, like to her right above the S, or I guess right next to the S. It looks like that's a Venturine just based off the hats and the outfit. It looks like to her left of the sword, it is Boot Hill, which if I'm not mistaken, it does mention that this event, I believe, is in Penacony, so that does make sense. Very, very cool art. Very excited for this. And then we have Archer. Archer is going to be a Quantum Hunt character, which is pretty awesome as well. I just think it's funny when people bring up how many imaginary characters are male characters and how many quantum characters are female characters. But this time around, we have a quantum male character. And also, as I mentioned, he will be part of the hunt path, and he is also a 5-star. So it mentions starting from July 11th, Trailblazers can use Star Rail special passes to participate in the collaboration event and obtain the 5-star collaboration characters Saber, Destruction Wind, and Archer, the Hunt Quantum. This collaboration warp will be available over a long period of time. So what I'm guessing that means is either this will be available for a few patches, or this will be available, I'm guessing at bare minimum, the entirety of the patch when this comes out, which I believe this should be 3.4. But it does also mention the cumulative warp count for this collaboration warp is calculated independently of other warp types, which is the character event warp. Please stay tuned for future official announcements for more details about the warp details and warp event rules. So since this is calculated independently, no building pity with this one. So I'm guessing if you already have a bit of pity on the limited character banner, let's say you have some pity on an Axis banner or whatever it may be, that does not count for this banner. So what I would recommend, just based off that information, just think about how you're spending your pulls, because it doesn't seem like pity is going to count for this since it's going to be calculated independently. So I would recommend, if you really want these characters, and I know of course we don't know how long this banner will last, but still, I would keep that in mind and just be very careful of how you spend your pulls until they're here, just so you can guarantee these characters. And also, there is a login to claim Archer. So Archer is actually going to be free. And it mentions after July 11th until version 3.6 ends, Trailblazers can log in and claim Archer for free. Very, very excited for this. I think this is awesome that they're doing this. We're going to be able to get Archer for free. Just based on how Dr. Ratio was when he came out and he was a free character, I have a good feeling Archer is also going to be a very nice character to have on your account, a very powerful character at that. Very curious what they're going to do with his kit. If he's actually going to synergize with Saber, that'd be pretty cool. And in this case, since Archer is free, that is pretty nice, because now let's say you only wanted one copy of Archer, one copy of Saber. You can get that copy of Saber and not have to spend too many pulls or any pulls at all on Archer's banner. That's pretty cool. Of course, though, I'm sure they're going to have their own signature Lycones, but it does mention that until version 3.6 ends, we can get Archer. So it does make me wonder if the banners are going to last from 3.4 all the way until 3.6. If this lasted though until 3.6, that would actually be really cool because that would give you a lot of time to get Saber, and that would also give you a good amount of time to even potentially consider, let's say maybe you wanted their Eidolons, or maybe you even wanted their light cones. This will give you the opportunity now to try to aim for those things, especially if they have a longer banner duration. Also, something I thought I would mention as well, since this is a collaboration, I have a good feeling these characters might not end up getting reruns, honestly, just because of it being a collab. So I could end up being wrong on that, but I do have a strong feeling that since this is a collab, it's likely we're only going to get these characters during their banner durations. It also mentions the Fate event, and then it just goes over how you can compete to gain the Holy Grail, which can realize all dreams and summon historical celebrities as servants. The first Penaconian Holy Grail War is about to begin, and the Trailblazer will be player. You're going to be able to participate in this event, which is super exciting. So yeah, that's basically what's going on right now for the Fate collab. We're going to have banners for Saber and Archer. We're also going to get Archer for free, which is super exciting that they are giving one of these characters for free. And it does mention that these banners will last for a longer period of time, and the cumulative warp count for this collaboration warp will be counted independently. We will also be able to find out more information. If I had to guess, I think version 3.3's livestream maybe will tease more information regarding this. Pretty exciting, honestly. I'd love to know what you guys think. And before we actually wrap up today's video, we have one more thing we have to go over. Alrighty, so we did get a little teaser here for Saber, which is very, very exciting. She looks so freaking cool. Like, this animation is awesome. So we did get a little teaser there. And of course, this is for the Star Rail and Fate collab, and then the login to claim Archer. I believe this was shown at the end of the Honkai Star Rail concert. So really exciting stuff right there. And now we also have this. This blew my mind. Look at how cute this little pet thing is. And that is Kiana from Honkai Impact. And that is Blade. So we have Blade and Kiana, and they have like what appears to be, I guess, like their own little Pokemon. We have this big guy right here. This looks like Blade's Pokemon. And then we have, let me move my head. We have the little custard looking guy. And it looks like they literally have like Pokemon. It gives me a vibe of Honkai plus Pokemon, which is making me lose my mind because Pokemon is one of my favorite series. I am very excited to learn more about this game. And just look at how cool this looks. Oh my gosh, guys, I am so freaking excited for this. I think out of all the news, this is actually the news that I am the most excited for, funnily enough. And I will be very interested to see what ends up happening with this game. I definitely am interested in covering it. If it does end up being anything like Pokemon at all, I will be very interested in that. And yeah, I'm just super hype about this. As you guys can see, I'm not even sure what to say. I'm just very hyped. How excited are you guys? We had quite a lot of news today when it comes to just Saber, Archer being free, the way the banners might end up being, and now a new Honkai game is being teased, which means maybe we'll end up getting a beta this year. If not this year, I feel like maybe next year. But regardless, I will definitely be keeping my eye on this, and this might end up being a game that gets added to the channel alongside Honkai Star Rail. But yeah, that'll be it for today. I would love to know everything you guys think. Very, very exciting news. And yeah, I hope you all have a great one like always. Peace.